Hi, welcome to Station C. We're going to talk about quizzes and survey here in BlackBoard. And traditionally, quizzes are used for assessment, right? To monitor the progress of the students. So as Ashley suggested, you can use it as communication with the large class size. So you can create quizzes to gather feedback and also to give them feedback. So you can test them on the content and also to get their feel about, did they like the class, did it teach them what they wanted to learn, stuff like that. So that is the purpose of quiz that we are going to talk about here today. But most importantly, we would like to show you how to do that. So just a quick feedback, has any one of you used online quizzes before? You have, Linda. What do you use? What platform do you use it on? SurveyMonkey? Good, good. Okay, very good. So anyhow, I'm going to pass the time over now to Fana. She's our educational technologist, and she's going to show you how to create quizzes, surveys, and also there's this mobile test that you can put your quiz on.
Okay, hi. Today we're not going to go through a lot of platforms. It's just going to be BlackBoard for today. Any one of you use BlackBoard before? Okay, so that's good. BlackBoard, if you're a staff here, you should have a BlackBoard account also. So no worries if you haven't used it. So basically, BlackBoard has 3 different types of assessment tool. So there's a test, a survey, and also the mobile compatible test, which is new in the latest version 9. So today I'm just gonna show you how to create a test, because there's all these 3, the steps to create is actually the same. So what's the difference between all these 3 tools? Basically, test and survey is the same, but test is like a quiz, and you can the result you can actually see who answered what and who did well and who didn't. For survey, it's more of a questionnaire, and it's anonymous. You in the result you won't see actually who answered what, but of course you will see the statistics of how much answered this and how many answered that, and also there are also open-ended questions like short answer and essays. For mobile compatible test, it's actually a new tool in BlackBoard. Why it's called mobile compatible test? It's because last time for test and survey, when BlackBoard came out with their mobile app, they couldn't actually students couldn't actually use the BlackBoard mobile app to actually answer the questions using the app, but only via a web browser instead. So that's why they came up with this, which is actually the same as the normal test. There are certain differences which we will discuss after this, but mainly now I'm just going to show you how to set this up. So to create a test in BlackBoard, just go into your course and then click on a test. And what we're going to do here is create, because you do not have any. And then put the name, the description, and also the instructions. I'm just going to put the name sciences, and then I'll click on submit. So I'm just creating a blank test now. So the next step is to actually add the questions. For today, because it's just a demo, I'm just going to add like 2 questions, maybe one multiple choice. These are the different types of questions that you can create. So I'll just create a multiple choice. I have sample questions so that it will take lesser time to create. So there's the question title. Perhaps I want to talk about what is photosynthesis. So I'll name this as plants, and then there's a question, and then followed by below there is actually the answers.
Where did you get question photosynthesis from? The name is science test, right?
The name is...
You create it.
Yes, the
That
name is
question?
science test. And then you can actually select a question.
Oh, you have to, after the name of scientist, then
you need to submit.
Oh, got to submit first.
Yeah, because...
Yeah, just to create a test canvas
Oh.
to get into a test canvas. Yes.
Oh, I see. Then you submit.
Yes.
Okay, I've submitted.
Okay, it takes a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is
So
a
after that, you can actually name
Create.
the title and put in the
Okay,
question
great question.
tag.
Yeah, great question. Great
And gonna
question.
put all the answers. Just gonna quickly do this up.
The students can see live itself, but you will not see the success case is actually you have the data, you will be able to use it actually.
Multiple choice, huh?
Yes, if you want to.
Okay, then do I submit?
When you create the first question, she has to submit.
Yes. So now you can actually select the answer,
The instructions there's a
the correct answer, and then after that I will put some feedback. The response for correct answer, I will put correct so that the students can actually see that oh yes, this is my answer was correct. So when the student answered wrong, they'll just see this message wrong. You can actually put more things like if the answer is wrong and then you can actually put you're wrong, then you can put an explanation also for this. And also there's instructor's notes. I'm just gonna put it blank and submit. So that's one question that you have created. So now I'm just going to create another one, a true or false question. Name, perhaps I want to talk about a physics question now. Name it and then open up this. So when you're setting up, you can actually quickly type it up in a notepad first so it will save your time in when creating. And then you can select the correct answer, which is true, and feedback also. And instructor's notes, I'm just going to leave it first and submit. So now you have actually created one test. So I'm just going to click OK because I'm done. And then select the test that I've created, which is science test, and click submit. So then the next thing is when you scroll down, you will see test availability. The second part of this station that we're gonna talk about the availability of the test. You can actually in BlackBoard you can actually set the test unavailable first and then make it available just in time. Or you can actually set the test to be available after and until a certain date, according to dates. So this will be useful if you want to track participation during class or you want to track attendance. So perhaps you want to use a test to track your students' attendance. You just go inside, create a test like I have. I'll just gonna click submit now. And then you'll see that availability it's not available. So I will open another window to show you what a student will see, okay? So I'm using Firefox, if you see at the left. I'm logged in as a student. Going to my course. And all the three that are currently available to everybody just now is here, but not the new one that I've created. The science test is not here. So when the student come into the class or before, they won't see the science test because it's not set available. So if you want to take attendance during class. Maybe you can, when you're in the class, you click on the edit as options and then make it available. Yes, and submit. So then when you scroll down, it's available. There's no text here. We're gonna switch now to a student view. Refresh the page and go to the assignments. Right now, when the student just sit down in the class, he is asked to do a test and then he can take the test. So I'm just going to quickly answer. And then save and submit. There are settings for you to make the test show feedback and also make the test available and available for them to do multiple times. Yeah. So I'm just gonna click OK. By default, the student won't be able to see the feedback, the responses. They're only gonna see once if they have done once, they will only see the message that you have already completed the test. You won't be able to do it anymore. So now, let me close this. As a lecturer, when you're after class, you want to know that whether the student has actually was actually in class, because those who didn't come to class will not know that this test is available for them to do, and they will not know that this test is actually to take their attendance. So
If I'm outside class and my friend SMS me, I still can go to BlackBoard, right?
yes, they can, but they can still go to BlackBoard, but because it depends whether if their classmate is actually does have a mobile device with them, or if they don't, or last minute once the test is closed by the lecturer in class, then they also cannot. It depends also lah. Yeah.
Basically, we're not going to tell them up front, so the surprise element hopefully would not give them time to do that kind of thing.
Yeah. So the last part, how to track the participation and also see your attendance if you're using this to mark attendance. So under Grade Center, you go to Full Grade Center. And then you will see that this is the list of students. Because this is a demonstration course, I don't have any real life students, but these are all students in this course. So just now I was logged in as myself and I did the science test. So this is my marks. I gained 20 points, 10 each for each question. Means that I actually was in class and I did this test. And then for survey, like I said, once the student actually did the test, the survey, you won't be able to see who answered what. Instead, you will see who already did the survey by the show of the tick. So you can see here that the student 16 actually did the survey, and Tan Hui Huing actually did the survey as well, not the rest. So that's how you see their participation. For survey, you can actually see the statistics of what was answered. So currently there are 2 students that already did the survey. If you go here, you can go to attempt statistics. Then out of 2, that means 100 divided by 2 is 50 for each person, right? So one person, which is 50%, answered carbon dioxide and light for question 1, and another is this one.
And then we will rotate to the next station.
So that's how you see the statistics. So as for the test, you can actually click on one of the students
The bit.ly,
and then view grade details, and then you can see view attempts and see what they have answered. So for this student, they have answered right for both. So I'll pass it to Rachel, who will have a short discussion.
Okay, actually I was hoping that we could show you the mobile compatibility test. It's an app, so it looks, the feel is quite different. If you administer it on a mobile device, you don't get to see, you cannot set it up for the students to see their score. Only if you use a web browser, then you can set it up for the students to get immediate feedback on their performance. So on the mobile apps, you can't see their score. Basically, in the context of a large class, you can get feedback on how they respond to the questions on the content, and also to mark their attendance, right? So in a sense, I mean, if they are sitting kind of together, they can do some collaborative discussion. So that also helps them to process a bit deeper on that content. So that is the other element of using online quiz as a learning tool, because then after they take the quiz, they see their results, they can discuss. So that would allow them to process the information a bit more. So basically, this is all we have for you today. But feel free to contact us. Our contact, and we could give you more information if you need. Right? Thank you so much for being with
Thank you.
us.
Question about the stations that you have just been through. Maybe you can go back to them to ask your questions or further discuss. For now, we would like you to maybe move on to the next station. Don't worry, we will definitely be staying around after the session is over to interact with you a little more.
Thanks, Zoe.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's alright, don't worry about it.
Basically, have you all used quizzes on BlackBoard? No, not yet.
For me, I'm external, so I have no access to your blackboard.
All right. Okay. All right. So basically, in the context of what Ashley has said, large class, unique interaction, so you can use online quiz to get the interaction, to give them feedback and to get feedback. So basically, that's a feature. And then you can also use it to mark attendance. As a surprise element, you don't want them to, text their friends about this quiz, And so basically, traditionally quizzes are used for assessment, but these are how you can use it differently. And so now with the technological affordances, they can see their score right away. So that gives them immediate feedback. So I'm going to pass the time over to our educational technologist, Farmer. She's going to show you how to do it.
Interrupt this thing. It's a test for both of you also. Rather than tell them what you want to tell them, maybe you have questions and then you address the questions. Rather than do your sales pitch, you address what they want to know. I mean, of course, your response can be tell me everything lah. I mean, that's up to you. But maybe you have some concerns that you would rather have addressed. Okay, so don't do this one way delivery. Find out what they need.
So after the session with Ashley, was there any other questions that you have in mind concerning users of these instruments?
This is the Blackboard, NIE Blackboard, right?
Yes. So you're an NIE staff.
But
Yeah,
But
so you
more
would have an
research.
account.
More research.
I beg your pardon?
I'm more research.
Research. Okay, then you can use it as the survey too. Okay, so just
survey
conduct-
for okay.
Yeah, you can use it as a survey. But okay, so mostly research. You don't conduct quiz, right? Yeah, right. Okay, but anyhow, this survey tool is available in BlackBoard. So, would you like to know more about how to use it? Maybe you can do the survey.
You mean when you're doing research, do survey?
If you want to administer survey questions, you can use this tool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just let you try once how to on the mobile, and then after that maybe you have questions. So log into the other one.
So in your online research, do you gather, do you run experiments and gather?
No, I do quality.
Quality you did.
But I actually don't use the computer. Yeah, I mean,
You might consider it.
Okay, so before we start doing the hands-on, right, I'd just like to talk to you more about all these tools that's available in Blackboard. So in Blackboard, there are actually 3 different types of assessment tools: the test, survey, and mobile compatible test. So the test is actually just a normal test, like a quiz. You can check the results of the student, and also you can see what the student answered. But survey is more of a questionnaire. You can actually collect the data and see how many percent answered which options, and also it's anonymous, so whoever answered what, you won't be able to know, and it will also be a good course survey for each course in NIE lah. That's one of the uses that survey is in NIE. Mobile compatible test is actually a new tool in Blackboard. It's available in the mobile app, because these 2 tests and surveys not available. You cannot use with the application in the mobile application. So that's why we have another different type of test. So maybe you want to try.
So are you saying that your mobile compatible test can serve both the purpose of test and survey? Because then in that case, if you just want to use mobile just for survey purpose, you can't. Can only do tests.
Yes, if you want to get students to use mobile to do a survey, you can actually just open the browser and then you can use it, not
So
via
I go to
the
the
app.
link. Okay,
Yes.
can,
But you can
sure.
also use the test tool to run a survey.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is then it cannot be anonymous anymore, right? Yeah.
That's one of the downsides. So basically, you can try. Under assignments, you can select the mobile compatible test, and then now you can actually do the test. Just follow the instructions to cut the rubber band.
It's test.
Like that. Yours.
Am I doing the test?
Yeah, you can answer the test.
Before the survey. I don't know.
You can just cut the test. Is it responding?
Yeah, I think something is going on.
Okay, so then you can actually answer it. Can you answer? Or is it answered? I can see.
So that means answer it, right?
Yes.
What do photosynthesis need?
Even Facebook, if you set up
Only one question is only one answer is correct, is it?
Yes.
Then
once
after
you're done-
finish, then how?
Sign.
Sign.
You need to sign.
You need to sign.
Oh no, how do I go to the next question then?
You need to select. Okay, you just swipe it. It's like a paper. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Zero chance
That shows
remaining.
that, yeah.
Submitted.
Yeah, you've submitted.
Wait.
So that's done. So that's okay.
Choose
So
your
now you need to sign, because it's like a test, asking students to confirm that yes, I'm done. Please submit my answers.
But
So
then,
that's why you're signing.
basically, do you really check their signature?
No, not really.
lah.
It's just for the app. Yeah. So it will say that you have
Submitted.
done and submitted. So what the lecturers can do is actually use this within a classroom. Maybe we can have like this kind of learning style for one lesson, and then the students can be everywhere. Then the lecturer can just tell the student that, okay, all of you take out your mobile device or your laptops and do this test. And then after that, when the lecturer is done with the lesson, you can go back and then click on Full Grade Center and see the responses. Yeah, and then he can grade them, or they can actually give them feedback straight away. So
Then feedback
yeah,
straight away.
so you can actually, in class right now, I can actually check your answers now, and then I can see that is the mobile compatible test. Yeah, so this is either one of you. So this is the iPad and this is the iPhone.
Okay.
Yeah, so I saw that these 2 students have done, and I want to see what they answered. few attempts, and then I can actually say, okay.
How many they attempt? How many times they attempted also can?
Yes, they can attempt a few times, but you can actually set it up how many times they can attempt. Only once. They can also receive feedback and things like that. Yeah. So, what do you think about this tool, like the use?
Well, for qualitative, you can give them a short answer kind of question so they can feedback and you can gather more.
Like a statistic. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
But
It's
the,
like a
the
test.
The test
they
can
do
only
some-
be like MCQ, TF, all this, right? No open-ended.
It allows open-ended. Let me just open it and then I can show you.
But then the grading won't be so straightforward anymore, which means like children need to go in and
Yes.
see the answer and grade it.
And it takes shorter time to create the quiz for mobile apps, much faster than what she showed you. Oh, yeah, I can do it.
Actually, we can create using the mobile app also, the test.
No, you can only create on a laptop. But yeah, okay, administer the test on a mobile apps. Now the question about the signature, like sometimes when you take attendance, right, you need them to sign. It's similar to that. So I think that signature, they have to do it properly if it is used for attendance.
Okay. But yet you do not really do a real check, like, check with their signature. So make sure there's no plagiarism.
Well, actually, I mean, for attendance, you really, I think there are, like I know the council for this Edu Trust, they want to see evidence that, you say your students attend the class, they want to see evidence, and signature is really important.
But what I mean is really, you don't use technology to check the signature. Basically, you just feel that you sign means you have done it, and you should be the right person.
If you ever need to check, then the technology database allows you to do that.
It's possible also.
Yeah, you sometimes have a.
They can check if you have it's you. By your signature, they can check.
Yes, whether it's the correct person.
Even though you can write it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know that my experience with central registry is that they do look at.
Oh, they do check.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
especially
So
foreigners
that's why
coming
the
to
signature-
Singapore,
Alright.
and they pretend they may be working and they're not in class, so they have somebody signing for them, and it just looks different. So if they want to get to that nitty gritty, the evidence is right there.
So the technology is really good for detecting fakes.
Yeah. Of course, I
I'm not saying
think if
that.
you want to, you can.
No, what I'm saying is that the signature is important. The way you sign it on the paper and the way you sign it on the, these are used as evidence of your attendance. If you ever come to that point where you need to, like, especially with foreign.
But sometimes I feel that, okay, sorry, I feel that sometimes when you sign on a mobile device, you cannot sign as though you are signing on a paper. That is the discrepancy.
But the technology can detect fake.
I don't think the feature of this, we are not into forensics, so I don't think we do that, yeah.
Okay.
But I think they have to make that feature available. If you use a stylus, maybe it'll be more accurate. Yeah.
For a test, sometimes if you feel that if you were to pre-release that at the beginning of the lecture, and then some students may just inform their friends, even if they are not in the lecture, and then start taking the test and pretend that they are in there, what you could do is maybe consider time release. Halfway through your lecture, then you release a quiz or something to capture their attendance, or maybe 3/4 way, because very seldom do you get somebody coming in the middle or in 3/4 way, and then if they were to send a message to their friends, then on the spot they will have to do something about it. If your quiz time is only 1-2 minutes, they may suddenly have to, I also have to do the quiz, I have to inform so many friends and all, so that may catch them kind of that point of time. If it's really for that purpose.
Okay, I have a question. Do you really use this for formal tests, meaning like final semester exam and things like
Can
that?
be used.
Or rather just still more informal? It's more
I
like
know that in
just
the
formal
US
team
they do
assessment.
administer on
But
BlackBoard.
over here, do you all do
As a
it that way?
culture, NIE culture, I'm not sure, but I mean it's available to them to do it as a formal test. But even as a practice evaluation thing, like I know the English language department, they use it quite religiously with the online, and then they are able to let their students make many attempts, and then they get feedback on the content over at different times. So it really helps the students.
So I think it's more for formative assessment in that case, rather than summative, right?
Summative
Because if you allow people to to attempt again and again and improve their score, I think it's more for.
But again, if you, I know that there are some secondary school that uses their LMS system, may not necessarily be BlackBoard to do their actual summative test. So what they do is they create a test. When the students come into a room, that means they all seated within the same room. Then they administer the test. That means release the test, and at a certain point they close it. But because that we are using a LMS like that, it has got the beauty of randomizing the questions and also the answers. So therefore, the ability for them to cheat is quite low, and also the way they sit around in the computer lab will also deter that. So that could be arranged.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'll just show you a quick about the BlackBoard assessment tools. If you have been in BlackBoard, you will see different kinds of assessment tools.
The last one is
over
new,
here.
right?
Yes. The last one is new, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why they came up with this is because do you know there is a BlackBoard mobile app? In
Yes, I
iPhone
know
and
that.
also
Yes,
Android.
yes.
Yeah. If you use that app, you won't be able to use the test and survey
Okay.
unless you open up a browser, internet
Okay.
browser. So that's why they came up with this.
Okay.
But the difference between these two and this one, the setting up for the lecturer side, the setting up is faster.
Okay. So
Yeah.
suppose I have already a current test in this traditional one. Can I just convert it?
Sadly,
So I need to do it.
yes.
It's much faster to create the test in the mobile app. It's very fast.
So I'll
Like
just
in
show you
a
how to create a mobile
Okay.
compatible
Sure.
test. So I'll create one here, mobile compatible test, and then I'll name it maybe science test. Something wrong with the screen. Maybe I'll just. Okay. So basically, you can make the tool available and the settings. I'm sure you
Yeah,
know
this
about
I know,
the
yeah.
settings, right? And there's also password. I'll just make it available so that students can straight away use it.
Sure.
Okay. And then after that, you just straight away choose the types of questions you want. So
your
I'll
hotspot
just-
as well.
Yeah.
all types of questions.
I'll just copy and paste so it'll be faster. And then I'll select so this is the answer.
Just type something, doesn't matter.
So I select the answer, and then after that you can actually give a point. I'll
Alright.
just stick 10, and then you can save the progress. Which
Quick question for this question. Can I insert a diagram if I wanted to? At the moment.
unless you choose a hotspot, it's just a hotspot where the students can choose a point in the picture.
Not a diagram for,
Yes.
but the traditional one I can, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because for me, I'm doing science also, so sometimes a lot of diagrams. Your question may not be just text. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can create one test and then another link in course document as a picture. Then tell them please refer to this picture. Yeah, that's one way.
Or
But
use hotspot if you need to.
Link from here, or you mean you?
no, like you upload your materials,
Separately.
pictures and separately. Yeah, that's one way.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'll just add another one, true or false. Select the answer and then again save. I'm done. I click save and close. So straight away it's already created. So now if you go to the mobile,
This is the experience
Yeah.
for apps.
if you're a student, right, you can you do this. So I'll just refresh this. Under assignments and science tests, right? So the students can use a mobile app and do it. So you can actually take it now.
So that's your knowledge.
So
What do I press?
cut the rubber band, you can just slide
Cut.
it. Yeah.
Oh, like that means start.
Yeah. So now you can answer.
Answer. Okay,
Then you
pretend.
slide out the paper.
Oh, he got out.
Oh,
Fine, you understand it.
sorry.
It takes time.
Okay.
So ACIS
Then you can sign or confirm that you're done.
Yeah.
is a bank issue
So
of
that's what
Wi-Fi.
students will see.
Okay. So this one, the use is more offline.
Offline, the students with laptop also can use it, but the interface will be different and not like the normal.
That's a very popular LT that we usually use.
The string points in this one and the normal traditional test. Traditional test can give the incorrect feedback, correct feedback.
Suppose I want to use this as a clicker kind of a question. How do I do it?
Clicker as in the
Yeah, because right now when I use a clicker question, when I set up a clicker question, everyone with their clickers will submit their answers. I get a quick profile of the students' answers immediately. And then from there I can sort of ask them to discuss and so on. So that's like what allows me to at the moment. Not at the
But I
moment.
mean, if you design a short question and they all
Reply immediately.
submit, then you see the results right away, right?
Yeah, because the mobile computer has introduced the app and the clicker is another tool, so they will be using.
What I mean is use this as to replace the clicker.
Yes, you can do that because it's quite fast to make the clicker.
Yeah, but I mean, once they submit, right, as the instructor, you can go to the grade center, you can see the profile right away. So she can show you what that looks like.
So under grade center, you can actually see who has done. So under science test, this student has done it.
Does it do a summary?
You can actually view.
You can do a summary too.
Yeah, this one I've seen it. Yeah.
Oh, you've seen it? Is that
The
close to what
statistics.
you were? I've not seen Clicker, but
Yeah, something like that, but I'm not sure whether it's a bit, maybe a bit more cumbersome. Thanks a lot.
maybe they're,
Yeah.